Hold on. You're telling me there's a secret growing season most people completely ignore, where your soil actually gets better, pests practically vanish, and your plants grow sweeter than anything you'll harvest in summer? Yeah, I didn't believe it either until I saw my neighbor's January harvest. What I discovered changed everything I thought I knew about gardening. Hey there, green thumbs. Welcome back to Earthly Gardening. If you're new here, you've just stumbled into the corner of YouTube where we grow big results on tiny budgets. I'm so glad you're here because today we're flipping the script on winter completely. Grab your notepad, settle in, and let's talk about why the smartest gardeners are actually excited when temperatures drop. Before we dig in, do me a quick favor, smash that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss our budget-friendly garden hacks. Seriously, we're building a community of growers who refuse to let their wallets dictate their harvests. And I want you in on this. All right, let's get into these 12 absolute game changers. Crop 1, garlic. Let's kick this off with something that literally prints money in your garden: garlic. Now, I know what you're thinking, garlic in winter? But here's the thing nobody tells you. Those cloves you plant in October or November, they're sitting underground right now, developing massive root systems while everything else sleeps. Come spring, they'll explode out of the ground ahead of every other crop. But here's where it gets really interesting. Winter-planted garlic develops this incredible flavor complexity that spring garlic simply cannot match. The cold actually triggers chemical changes in the bulb that create those deep, rich notes chefs pay premium prices for. We're talking farmers market gold here. And the beauty part? One $40 bag of seed garlic gives you enough cloves to fill a 4x8 bed. Your return on investment? Somewhere around 800%. Show me another crop that does that. You can't because it doesn't exist. Crop 2, kale. Okay, next up, kale. And before you roll your eyes, stay with me because this isn't your average kale story. Most people treat kale like a summer green, right? They plant it in March and by July it's bitter, bug-eaten, and basically compost. But winter kale? Completely different beast. When temperatures dip below freezing, something magical happens inside those leaves. The plant converts its starches into sugars as a natural antifreeze. What does that mean for you? Every single leaf tastes sweeter, more tender, less bitter than anything you'll grow in warm weather. I've had people who swore they hated kale try my December harvest, and their faces just change, because it genuinely doesn't taste like the same vegetable. Plus, while your summer garden gets demolished by aphids and cabbage worms, winter kale grows in peace. Those pests? They're gone. Dormant. Your kale basically gets a free pass to thrive without chemical intervention or constant battle. Budget-friendly and hands-off? That's what we call a winning combination. Crop 3, spinach. Moving on to spinach, the crop that quietly outperforms everything else in your winter garden without asking for applause. Here's what makes winter spinach absolutely brilliant. It germinates in cold soil that would kill most seeds. We're talking soil temperatures down to 35 degrees Fahrenheit. Plant it in late fall, and those tiny seeds sit there, waiting. The moment conditions line up, just enough warmth, just enough moisture, they pop. And once they're up, they're virtually indestructible. Light frost? They laugh at it. Heavy frost? They actually get better. But here's my favorite part about winter spinach. It doesn't bolt. In spring and summer, spinach sees warm temperatures and immediately panics, shooting up a flower stalk and turning bitter within days. You get maybe 3 weeks of harvest before it's over. Winter spinach? It sits there, perfectly happy, giving you tender leaves for months. You can start picking in December and still be harvesting in March. That's not gardening. That's having a living salad bar in your backyard that costs you basically nothing to maintain. Crop 4, broad beans. Now let's talk about broad beans, also called fava beans. This crop does something so valuable for your garden that even if you never ate a single bean, you'd still want to plant them. They fix nitrogen. See, these beans have this partnership with soil bacteria. The bacteria colonize the roots and pull nitrogen straight out of the air, yes, the air, and convert it into a form your plants can actually use. Every broad bean plant becomes a tiny fertilizer factory working for free in your garden. Plant them in late autumn, and they'll sit there through winter, quietly building those root systems and pumping nitrogen into your soil. Come spring, you've got two choices. Harvest the beans for some of the creamiest, most protein-rich vegetables you've ever tasted, or chop the whole plant down and turn it into the soil as what's called green manure. Either way, the crop that follows is going to explode with growth because you've basically fed your soil for free. No fertilizer bills, no synthetic inputs, just clever planting that works with nature instead of against it. Crop 5, carrots. Carrots thrive in winter because they don't mind the cold. They only need loose soil and consistent moisture. Winter naturally provides that, so you get straight, smooth roots without constant watering like in summer. Cold temperatures also boost flavor. Carrots respond to the chill by converting starches into sugars, giving you incredibly sweet, crisp roots far better than bland store-bought ones. They're also extremely budget-friendly. A cheap packet of seeds can produce pounds of organic carrots for a fraction of store prices. Hey, quick pause if you're getting value from this. Go ahead and hit that like button. It genuinely helps more gardeners find this information. And drop a comment telling me which crop you're most excited to try. I read every single one, and I'll answer your questions down there. Okay, back to it because the next crop is one most people have never even heard of. Crop 6. Claytonia. Claytonia, also called miner's lettuce or winter purslane. If you've never grown this, you're missing out on one of the most underrated greens in existence. This plant is native to cold climates, which means it doesn't just tolerate winter, it prefers it. The leaves are thick, succulent, and have this mild, slightly tangy flavor that works in everything from salads to stir-fries. But here's the kicker. Claytonia is one of the first greens to emerge in late winter. We're talking February or early March depending on your zone. When everything else is still dormant, Claytonia is already giving you fresh harvests. It also self-seeds like crazy, which means you plant it once, and it becomes a permanent fixture in your garden, coming back year after year without any effort on your part. Free food that requires zero maintenance? That's the earthly gardening way right there. Plus, it's beautiful. Those little round leaves look almost decorative, so even if you're growing in a visible spot, it adds aesthetic value while feeding you. 2 benefits, 1 plant, no extra cost. Crop 7. Purple sprouting broccoli. Purple sprouting broccoli is a game changer. Unlike regular broccoli, which gives one head and quits, this variety produces weeks of continuous harvests. Plant it in fall, let it grow through winter, and in late winter or early spring it starts sending out tender purple shoots. The more you harvest, the more it produces, often for 6 to 8 weeks. The flavor is sweeter and more tender than regular broccoli, with a mild peppery kick. It's also packed with antioxidants. Best of all, it fills the hungry gap in early spring when most gardens produce nothing, giving you fresh, organic food when others are buying pricey store vegetables. Crop 8. Onions. Winter-planted onions solve the biggest storage problem gardeners face. Unlike spring onions that sprout or soften after a few months, winter onions are long-day varieties that form dense, long-lasting bulbs. Plant sets in late fall or early winter. Let them grow slowly through the cold, and you'll harvest in June or July, then store them for up to a full year. A single $10 bag of sets can yield around 50 onions, easily worth far more at grocery prices. And the flavor? Sweeter raw, richer cooked, and far better than store onions that have sat in cold storage forever. You save money and massively upgrade your cooking. Crop 9. Parsnips. Parsnips are at their best in winter because they need frost to develop real flavor. Cold temperatures trigger the roots to convert starch into sugar, giving you a sweet, earthy taste similar to a mix of carrots and sweet potatoes, especially delicious when roasted. They're also excellent for storage. After a few hard frosts, harvest and store them in a cool place for months, or simply leave them in the ground and pull them as needed. They're cheap to grow, low maintenance, rarely bothered by pests, and produce a high yield. Considering how expensive organic parsnips are in stores, growing your own is an easy money saver. Crop 10. Winter lettuce. Winter lettuce gives you a huge advantage. While others buy overpriced greens, you're harvesting fresh, crisp leaves in the coldest months. Choose cold-hardy varieties like Arctic King, Winter Density, or North Pole. They grow slowly but stay thick, crunchy, and flavorful. Best part? Winter pests are dormant, so your lettuce grows clean and hole-free with zero spraying. Start seeds in late summer, transplant in early fall, and enjoy steady harvests all winter. A few dollars in seeds can give you weeks of salads worth far more than store prices. Crop 11. Radishes. Radishes are the ultimate winter quick crop, ready in just 25 to 30 days, even in cold weather. For winter growing, choose varieties like black Spanish, daikon, or watermelon radish. They're larger, milder, and far more versatile than standard spring radishes. Just direct sow in fall, keep the soil lightly moist, and let them handle light frosts. Harvest young for mild flavor or let them size up for more heat. They're incredibly cost-effective. A $2 packet of seeds can yield dozens of radishes, compared to pricey organic bunches at the store. Winter radishes are basically free food. Crop 12. Mâche. Last but absolutely not least, mâche, also called corn salad or lamb's lettuce. This is the crop that separates casual gardeners from people who really understand what they're doing, because mâche is expensive at stores and ridiculously easy to grow in winter. Mâche is a European green that thrives in cold weather. The leaves form these perfect little rosettes that look almost ornamental. The flavor is mild, slightly nutty, with a buttery texture that makes every salad feel gourmet. High-end restaurants serve this stuff as a specialty item. Here's the beautiful thing about mâche. It self-seeds aggressively. Plant it once, let a few plants go to seed, and it'll come back year after year without you doing anything. It's basically a perennial salad green that costs you nothing after the initial planting. And because it's so cold-hardy, it'll survive conditions that would obliterate regular lettuce. The seeds are incredibly tiny, almost dust-like, which means one packet goes a long way. Broadcast them over prepared soil in fall, rake them in lightly, and forget about them. By midwinter, you'll have this lush carpet of greens ready to harvest. From a budget standpoint, you're growing restaurant-quality produce for essentially zero cost. That's the ultimate earthly gardening move right there. Okay, let's bring this home. We just covered 12 crops that completely transform how you think about winter gardening. Garlic that pays you back 8 times over. Kale that tastes better than anything summer produces. Spinach that never bolts. Beans that feed your soil while feeding you. Carrots that taste like candy. Claytonia that plants itself. Purple sprouting broccoli that harvests for weeks. Onions that store for a year. Parsnips that need frost to taste good. Lettuce that grows in freezing weather. Radishes that mature in under a month. And mâche that comes back forever. Every single one of these crops saves you serious money while giving you better quality produce than anything you can buy. That's the whole point of what we do here at Earthly Gardening. Growing smarter, not harder, and definitely not breaking the bank in the process. The gardeners who understand this, they're the ones harvesting fresh vegetables in February while everyone else is paying premium prices for shipped-in produce. They're the ones with full root cellars and freezers stocked with vegetables they grew for pennies. They're the ones who figured out that winter isn't the end of the growing season. It's just a different chapter with different opportunities. If this video opened your eyes to what's possible in winter, do me a favor and subscribe to Earthly Gardening if you haven't already. We're putting out practical, budget-friendly content every single week, and I promise you'll learn something valuable in every video. Hit that notification bell so you catch them right when they drop. And seriously, leave me a comment. Tell me which of these 12 crops you're most excited to try. Tell me what you're already growing in winter. Tell me what challenges you're facing. I genuinely read every comment, and I love hearing from you. This channel only works because we've built this amazing community of growers who support each other, share ideas, and refuse to let budget limitations stop them from having incredible gardens. If you found this helpful, smash that like button and share this video with a gardening friend who needs to see it. The more people we can get growing their own food, the better off everyone is. Alright, green thumbs, that's it for today. Get out there, plant something amazing, and remember you don't need a fortune to have a garden that feels like one. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep growing.